guys, welcome back to the Chelsweets kitchen. Today we're making something that isn't necessarily a new concept, but is still really exciting. We're making a Piecaken. So we're going to be taking 3 different pies and we're going to be submerging them in my favorite vanilla cake recipe. We're then going to be baking it and stacking it into one epic cake. So I've always wanted to make a Piecaken before, but what's always terrified me is the pie part, because despite how many cakes I make, I very rarely bake pies, and they still just make me a little bit scared. But luckily, my friend at Abigail's Bake Shop in Brooklyn hooked me up with these amazing pies. So we have here a beautiful apple pie, a pumpkin pie, and also a lemon meringue pie. You can use whatever pies you want. I just thought I'd kind of stick with a holiday/fruit theme to kind of tie it all together. So we're going to go ahead and get started by getting these pies out of their tins and submerging them into some batter. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see exactly what's going on. So as you guys can see here, I have a nice tall 8-inch cake pan. So we're just going to gently spread about a half a cup of our cake batter into our lined cake pans. And you don't need a ton of batter here because your pie is going to be sinking down into the cake. We're going to take one of our pies and we're going to gently place it into our cake pan. We're going to kind of wiggle it down, and then we're just going to cover the pie with cake batter. As you can see, I'm using this giant cookie scoop, but you can use whatever you have on hand. I just find this easiest. So we want to make sure we get enough batter all the way down the sides of the pie to make sure that the cake is fully encasing the pie. Alright, so now that we have enough batter on there, we're going to just gently tap it against our counter to make sure we get all these air bubbles out. I like to kind of go around the rim of it too, just to make sure that there aren't any air bubbles in there that didn't escape from the shaking. So now we're just going to make sure it's evenly spread across the pie. We're going to give it one more rattle. Alright, and I think that cake layer is ready to go. So now that our 3 Piecaken layers are all done baking, I've made 3 different colored buttercream. So I've made an orange, I've made a yellow, and I've left 1/3 of the buttercream white. And I'm going to frost them with colors to match the flavor of each layer. So I'm going to put the pumpkin pie on the bottom with the orange buttercream. And then I'm going to put the lemon meringue and frost it with yellow. And last but not least, I'm going to put the apple pie on top with the white buttercream. So once it's all stacked up, it's going to have kind of a candy corn effect. So I'm going to get started stacking and frosting. And just like that, our Piecaken is complete. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like and subscribe button below. To see the recipe for this cake and all of my other sweets, you can visit Chelsweets.com. You can also see more of my creations on Instagram at Chelsweets. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Now let's cut into this cake.